This is Jonah.
Hi, I'm Jonah Rands.
Jonah is a teenage boy who goes to a high school in California. He has many friends, relatively good grades, and is well known. There is one issue though. He really likes his phone. After Jonah gets home from school, he immediately goes onto his phone and uses the infamous social media platform TikTok. For hours on end, he'll spend his time endlessly scrolling through his feed until eventually he checks the time and wonders where the past 6 hours have gone. At first, Jonah believed that this routine was normal, that using TikTok this regularly was fine, primarily because everyone around him seemed to do the same. But one day, he moved this routine from home to school. It was a sunny Tuesday afternoon when Jonah decided to use his phone during Block 7. He thought it would be fine to do so, but was he ever so wrong? The 30 minutes during Block 7 turned out to be less time than he had thought.
You're late, Jonah.
I'm sorry.
And eventually, he began coming late to his conservatory classes. He soon decided to take it up a notch and began using his phone whenever he went to the bathroom. Jonah, what are you doing in the bathroom? And are you recording TikTok? His reasoning was, I bring my phone with me into the bathroom all the time. Why can't I also do this at school? He soon turned this logic towards his classroom, and he began using inside class. Eventually, Jonah was caught by a teacher and as a result was kicked out of class. While in the hallway, Jonah thought to himself,
I use my phone way too much.
so he swore a sacred oath to never use his phone again, which only lasted 17 minutes.
I need it.
He gave up and reasoned with himself. It's really hard to stop using TikTok. I'll just keep myself happy by keeping on using my phone. Jonah proceeded to start using his phone more and more often. He began using his phone while walking to classes, while talking to his friends, and even while the principal was talking to him. After some time, Jonah's phone battery died, and he looked up from his phone screen for the first time in several years. He realized that everyone who used to be his friend left him, and all he had left now was his phone. What Jonah couldn't see was that inside of his brain, every time he used TikTok, a small neurotransmitter called dopamine was being released into his reward pathway, ultimately making him happy. But with a constant stimulation to his brain, he slowly became more resistant, gaining a tolerance. He needed more funny, more exciting, more crazy entertainment to get the same happiness he once did. His mind slowly became overwhelmed with only the thought of the next hit of dopamine, until everyone and everything in his life was gone. Unfortunately, in this world, there are a lot more people like Jonah. As of today, 21 plus million people suffer from drug and alcohol addiction, many of which began from their childhood. All their potential, their life, their future, gone in an instant. This doesn't have to be you. Learn more about the horrible consequences of drug and alcohol abuse, and please remember,
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, kid.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
don't do drugs.